Hello, Will here with Will Folio at willfolio.com, and in this video it's going to be kind of a continuation of a blog post that I wrote a couple of months ago called Protestants Hurt Me. The blog post was pretty much a rant about Protestant Christians and how they can be, and really it's basically based on how a few people have treated me, and I have to say I do have Protestant friends who don't treat me that way. If you've read the post, I'll put a link to the post in the player if you're watching this on YouTube, and you can read it. It basically talks about Protestants treating me really badly, and it affected me, and I was kind of psychotic when I wrote it. Part of the reason why I have this blog is sort of to help me in my recovery and kind of write things down, or in this case make videos, and then kind of go back to them after I've gotten a little bit more stable to kind of rethink what I was thinking before. And I wrote that post a couple of months ago when I wasn't doing too well, and I recently started back on a medication that I was on before, and I'm doing a lot better. And even though Protestants have hurt me, it's not something that's applicable to all Protestants. In fact, it's probably not applicable to most Protestants. I've made videos before talking about this. I think that the reality is that Protestant Christianity today is sort of something that's left over from a time where there were abuses going on in the Catholic Church, and so some people left the church and started their own churches. And most Protestants maybe have misconceptions about Catholicism, but they don't protest the reality of Catholicism. They just don't know the reality of Catholicism. And so they're not really against what Catholicism teaches, and they're Protestant simply because they don't realize how much in common with the Catholic Church they really have. And some of my Protestant friends I may have told they're just Catholics trapped in Protestant churches. But that might actually go for most of the people in their churches, and they might stay in their churches simply because they like the way they're run and they like the way things are conducted. The reality is that as long as you believe in Jesus, you'll be saved. It's not like you have to be Catholic to be saved. And I just want to make this video to say that I'm sorry for if I've offended anybody for what I said, but that was based on something real, but it wasn't based on Protestantism, if there is such a thing. It was just certain people in my past that hurt me. It wasn't Protestantism that hurt me. There may be Protestant prerogatives that I may consider heretical, but most Protestants don't take on those prerogatives. Those things are actually kind of considered to be outdated. And I think in these days in Christianity, there's a lot of ecumenism, bringing Christians together, and I think that I need to be on board with that, and not be so neurotic, kind of reconcile my past. And I think that this blog really helps me to do that. If you have schizoaffective disorder, it's really helpful to either write things down or maybe make videos like what I'm doing, and to sort of bring things to the surface and put them out into something in front of you, so that you can see what's going on inside of you and, like I said, reconcile. Typically with schizoaffective disorder, I'm sure it is with me at least, I need to reconcile my past. And it's very common with schizoaffective disorder to think that the people closest to you hate you because of thoughts that you might be having, and those thoughts may be based on real things that have happened to you. So if you can just sort of put that out there, see for yourself on a canvas, so to speak, on the outside of yourself. Maybe you can paint pictures, write poetry, make videos, or sculpt, or do something artistic or something expressive, and express, not necessarily to other people, but to yourself, what you're going through, so that you'll have a clearer picture of what you're going through and you're able to rethink. And I also suggest that you get cognitive behavioral therapy counseling to kind of help you learn how to do that. So, but this video is really about how I really feel about Protestants. My best friends are Protestants, and my best friends are Catholic too. I have Catholic friends that are my best friends, and I have Protestant friends that are my best friends, and I love them all. And I don't judge either of them. And as far as those people in my past, they're no longer in my life. I don't know what they're doing these days. A lot of them were kids, and they've probably grown up, and they've probably changed. And some of them were grown-ups. Some of them are in my recent past, just within a few years. I don't know what they're doing now, but they're not in my life. They're not doing those things to me. And I don't think it has anything to do with them being Protestant per se. I think that even if they were Catholic, they would probably do the same things. So, even though Protestants hurt me, it really didn't have anything to do with them being Protestant. It had to do with just who they were. And I just want to put that out there. So please, if you're watching this on YouTube, go to the blog, check it out. It's Will Folio at willfolio.com. This is Will, and thanks for watching. God bless you.